What is going on, everybody? Fernando Silva here with another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about my favorite, Black Friday iPad Pro accessories that are currently on the market, that are currently on sale, that have some awesome deals. I'm going to link them all down below, and most of these products, if not every single one, will be sub 100, and most of them are probably going to be sub 50, honestly. But without further ado, let's get into this video, and then also comment below because I will be doing a video of accessories, kind of like a no budget edition, so maybe like a 250 plus, in terms of price accessories for the iPad Pro, and we'll do another Black Friday kind of top tech for the iPad Pro. But a lot of these accessories will also work with other iPads, and I'll make sure you guys know when I'm getting into it. But without further ado, let's get into this video. So let's get right into this video and talk about the first product. So the first product that I've been really enjoying and I really highly recommend, especially from a price to quality ratio, is this company called Tiny Rigs and their OriGrid iPad Pro Magic Keyboard attachment. So basically, it's an OriGrid that you can slap on the back of the Magic Keyboard. It gets stuck on there by some elastic bands that you slide through onto the Magic Keyboard itself. Then you place your iPad on it, and then it kind of just locks in because it stays in place. The iPad and the magnets, and then those sleeves are keeping everything in place. It just allows you to kind of carry everything that you would need from an accessory standpoint, right? On there, I usually have a USB-C hub, I have a couple chargers for the AirPods, and a charger for my Apple Watch, and then I also have some other dongles that I need with me at all times because, again, we're dealing with only one Thunderbolt 4/USB-C port on the iPad Pro. So that is by Tiny Rigs, it's by OriGrid. I love kind of how they implemented this very, very easily, and it just makes sense logically. Now, yes, it will make your kind of setup pretty heavy, but at the same time, you really won't need a backpack anymore, unless you kind of want to carry around water or something, because you can't really do it with this thing. But it does kind of make everything a little bit more beefy. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously, the more that you put on it, the heavier it's going to be. But overall, as a use case and as for function, I absolutely love it, especially if you just want to grab one thing, head to the door, and get out of the house and go work from somewhere else, versus kind of packing a backpack, making sure you have everything. This is ready to go whenever I need it to go, and it's beautiful, and it's attached right to the back of the iPad Pro. So the next product is actually a kind of a combination product, and it's by Pitaka, and it's part of their PetaFlow situation. Now, I personally use one of these products a lot more than the second one, but they do work together very, very well. So the first one has got to be the thin Pitaka magnetic case that goes on the iPad Pro. It's super, super thin. I think it's 0.5 millimeters in thickness. It slaps onto the iPad Pro. It is made out of aramid fiber, so it has a plasticky feel. But again, the main reason I personally use it is to protect the side railings of the iPad Pro, especially when I have it on the Magic Keyboard, because the Magic Keyboard does protect the front and the back, but it leaves those side rails totally exposed. So with this, it allows you to not only cover up the iPad, protect it a little bit more, but also it still has a 3-pin connector on the back and allows that pass-through to happen, so you're not losing any connectivity to the Magic Keyboard while keeping yourself protected. And it also has a little divot for the Apple Pencil. So that is the Pitaka iPad Pro case. But what I mean by a jumble or a bundle of products in this PetaFlow, the PetaFlow is the magnetic stand combo with this case. So they updated this case because they did have this case last year, but they didn't have any extra magnets in it. This year, in the very center, there's a very strong magnet for the iPad Pro on the case. And the reason it has that is because with their new stand, it is a fully magnetic stand. And this stand is so quality and so sturdy. I was very impressed as to how well it was built. And again, for the price, it better be built this way because I think it's $80 just for the stand itself, or maybe $60 now with Black Friday deals. But again, I love this actual stand because with this case, it kind of helps you kind of move through everything without really needing to remove a lot of stuff, right? Because I can go from the Magic Keyboard, take off the iPad Pro, slap it on the stand because I have that case on there and the magnets kind of hold it in place. And the stand itself is not just a stand because it does act like a stand, it is magnetic, you can move it into portrait and landscape mode, you can tilt it a full, 270 degrees, so from facing you to then facing the other person behind you or in front of you. And then on top of that, the actual stand itself, or the platform that it sits on, is a wireless charger. So if you want to charge your AirPods or charge your iPhone while you're working on the iPad, by all means, it does work, and it gives you about 7.5 watts of charging and then 15 watts of fast charging on non-iOS devices. So that is kind of the PetaFlow situation and bundle that comes from Pitaka. And everybody knows, or at least people that watch this channel consistently, know that I love Pitaka and everything they do. I have the Pitaka case on the iPhone, I have the Pitaka case on the iPad, and I just rock Pitaka as much as I can because I love kind of that carbon fiber, aramid fiber style. And then to continue on the actual physical products that I have on the iPad Pro that are under that $100 price point, we gotta throw a screen protector in there, and you guys know I'm gonna throw in the Paperlike. At this point, if you don't know what Paperlike is just an awesome screen protector. It's an anti-glare screen protector that also gives you the feeling of writing with an actual pen and paper or pencil and paper when you're using your Apple Pencil. So that I absolutely love. And if you guys are watching the channel, I'm gonna put a code right here. First person to redeem it on Paperlike's website will get a free Paperlike shipped to them. Definitely stay tuned for their Black Friday sale because I know that they only do one sale every single year and it's on Black Friday. And I think it gives you 15% off their entire website. But again, use that code I just showed. One person will just get everything shipped for free. So just go to the checkout screen, put the discount code in, and you'll get a free Paperlike. So shout out to whoever actually got that code done and leave a comment below so I know who you are. I did actually want to give you guys another case alternative that's on the cheaper side, but it's still very sturdy, very quality, and gets the job done. And that's going to be the magnetic Folio Case from ESR. So ESR is known for making great Apple accessories for the entire iOS, iPadOS, macOS lineup, and this is no different. So this is the magnetic case. Again, it doesn't protect the side railings. They do have cases that do protect the side railings, but for me personally, I actually like this one for two reasons. One is because it's magnetic, so I don't have to like pry anything off. You know, every single time I get like an actual plastic case that goes around it, I have to always pry it off if I want to take it out. So no worries on this one there. And then also it's a folio case, so you do have full protection of the screen, and it has a little flap to keep your Apple Pencil in place. But double jeopardy on this one, it actually does fit and work with the Pitaka case. Not by design, like the Pitaka case also has those magnets and has even stronger magnets. So if you want to kind of go from your Magic Keyboard to your stand to then a more slim kind of low profile case that still protects the front of the screen and keeps your Apple Pencil locked in, by all means, go for it. I kind of like this flow that I have going on between, you know, the Magic Keyboard with the Pitaka case, then the Pitaka stand, and then I can throw it into a thinner case if I don't need my Magic Keyboard and I know I'm going out and I don't need the Magic Keyboard to do any work that day. So that folio case is by ESR, and I'll link them down below. Again, everything I'm going to mention is going to be linked in the description, but ESR has an abundance of different ones. For me personally, I like this one and I do recommend it, especially sub $30. Not going to lie, great quality. So now let's talk about some of the accessories that I use to actually interact with the iPad. So the first one is we're going to talk about the Logitech Anywhere S2 mouse that I've had for about 2 years. I know Joe is in the comments saying that he's been following me for a really long time and he knows that I've been using it for 2 years. Absolutely love this mouse. I do recommend getting the newer version because the newer version does give you a USB-C instead of micro USB, which is what this one has. I just haven't found the need to replace it because it still works perfectly. I have zero issues with it, and I have one micro USB cable laying around that I used to charge not only the actual Logitech mouse, but then the second product that I'm going to mention in a second. But overall, if you need a mouse solution, in my opinion, this Logitech one, and I always describe it the same way, it is the highest quality cheap mouse, or the cheapest quality mouse that is on the market. So I know you can go out and spend $20 on a Pebble and $20 or $25 on another mouse, but I think this one is anywhere from $60 to $80, and you can tell that it's very high quality, and you know you're not spending like $100 or $150 on a new mouse. So that is my Anywhere S2 mouse by Logitech, and then again, my other micro USB charging device is going to be my PlayStation 4 controller. So that is my controller that I use most of the time. Sometimes I use an Xbox controller, it's kind of just whichever one's laying around, but right now I am using the PlayStation 4 controller a lot more, and I use that pretty much just to play Apple Arcade and play 2K22, and I play it all the freaking time because I absolutely love it. But that is my like gaming controller on the iPad Pro of choice. There's an abundance of MFI controllers now on the market, but now that they can be supported by not only Xbox and PlayStation controllers, I don't really see a reason to buy a dedicated one unless you just don't have one of those systems. And now for the last little bit of accessories that I do like to bring with me and I like to have at all times, we're going to talk about how we charge this device. So for on-the-go charging, I use my Ravpower 20,000 milliamp hour battery. I've had this one for a long time as well. And the reason I like this one so much is there's a bunch of reasons actually. So first off is the size. So the size, even though it is a little bit hefty and it is heavy, it is the perfect size to put into a backpack cup holder. Like it is the perfect size. So that's where it lives for me normally if I'm on the go. So that is reason number one. Reason number two is because it has every single port that you would need, right? It has a USB-C PD port that you can use to charge your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, whatever you need. You also have a fast charging USB-A port, so I think it's USB 3.0 or 3.1, whatever that speed is. But not only that, but then you also have an AC port. So an AC adapter is built into it. Now, the way you turn it on is you have to hold down the power button, and a little fan does kick in. So if you're in complete silence, you will hear the fan. But I mean, if you're doing other stuff and you're just on the move and you have headphones in, you won't notice it at all. But again, you can plug in any power adapter, like if you have a 100-watt brick or the new 140-watt brick, yes, it's going to drain that battery pretty quickly, but it will push that power to whatever device you're trying to push 140 watts to, aka the new MacBook Pros. But again, I love having every single option right there whenever I need it in a pinch. So again, I could just plug in maybe like a 4-in-1 USB-A charger or something into the AC adapter and I'm good to go. So that is my travel kind of charger of choice by Ravpower. And lastly, it's 20,000 milliamps. So it gives you enough charges. It charges your iPad Pro 2 times over, your iPhone, it can charge it I think 5 or 6 times over. You can charge a MacBook Air fully at least 1 time. So again, that one's by Ravpower. I've had it for a very long time and I just like how it fits in all those different needs in terms of size, portability, and overall just functionality. And then to continue with these chargers, what I actually like to use is these 3 Satechi products that you can, yes, you can plug it into that Ravpower external battery, but the way I like to use it is, so the first one is just a MagSafe puck that's made by Satechi, and I plug that into the iPad Pro directly. So I'll plug that into the iPad Pro and charge my phone whenever I'm on the go. And then also by Satechi, there's an Apple Watch, so USB-C to Apple Watch charger, which actually works perfectly with the iPad Pro. And then you also have a USB-C wireless charger for your AirPods. Now that doesn't work that well on the iPad unless the iPad Pro is like closed and flat. So this one's more for that external battery. But still, I like how you can have everything kind of in one little package. You can just pack all those little things away into the Ori grid and be good to go. So those are all my chargers of choice. And then I have 2 USB-C, I guess, hubs. I have a Hyperdrive by ChargeM Pro, which is very, very small, very minimal. It's basically just to get an HDMI port and maybe a headphone jack. So I don't use it too often. But then I have another one by Andobil, which is a 9-in-1. And this one has everything you would need except that headphone jack. So this one has like Ethernet, VGA, HDMI, DisplayPort, 3 USB-A's, USB-C, USB-C for data, but it doesn't have an actual headphone jack. So that's why I kind of like to carry both. Maybe I need to get one that has everything I need. But again, that's what we got going on for all these accessories on the iPad Pro. But that's going to do it for this video, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Leave some comments down below what your favorite item was. If I were to pick one in terms of this, I'd probably pick the Pitaflow situation, so the Pitaka case and the stand, because it's just so versatile. It makes you feel kind of like you're on the move. It makes you feel almost modular a little bit. And there's a lot of room to play with that Pitaka case because now it has even stronger magnets on the back of the iPad. But that's just my 2 cents. I would definitely recommend that as a great Christmas gift, a great birthday gift, especially for Black Friday, because they're always doing sales. But leave some comments down below. Like I said, which one's your favorite? Which one would you like? Also, if you did get that paper like, also leave a comment down below for me, because I do appreciate you guys watching, and I just want to give back a little bit. But again, don't forget that everything's going to be linked in the description below, so if you guys have any questions, I'll be down there in the comments answering them as much as I can. But that's going to do it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much for this awesome year so far. We still got 1 more month. Let's go kill it. But until next time, peace.